Bonjour, et bienvenue et VanChat Tuesday.
And for everyone else out there, hello. Welcome to VanChat Tuesday.
Oh, we're in France, don't you know?
Yeah.
I'm not excited much.
Mandy is. Right now, you'll find out on Thursday, but right now we've just arrived at an epic lake that's even got a rainbow over it. So.
Yep. When we drew up, it was like saying, come here to the end of this rainbow where things are good.
Good.
So, yeah, it's all good. And the good news is as well, it's not raining.
Yes. Although the rainbow does signify this. Why can't I say
Easy for you to say.
It is, really.
Signify
that there is rain over there.
Yeah, as long as it stays over there, that's fine by me.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the questions. And this week, Mandy's got all the questions.
Yes, and it's all about France. Because when we put our last vlog out, we had loads of questions from people asking us about things we had to do to prepare to come to France, what it's like in France, what's the driving like, and all these things. So
stuff about us, Cooper, and the van, and things like that.
Yep. So this is all our point of view and things that we've done
right now as well. So things may change.
Yes, of course, with Brexit and the COVID sitch. So
yeah.
Hopefully this will just show you what we had to do. It will give you some useless info too, but hey.
Hopefully not.
Well, I mean, why did these people need to know how much dog food we bring for Cooper?
Because they love Cooper.
Oh, well, there you go.
So now, over to Mandy for the questions.
Questions. So first question is, how easy is it to get diesel and LPG over here? So the answer
is really easily.
Really easily.
Apart from the fact that diesel is called gasol.
Gasol.
And LPG
is GPL.
Yeah.
just to make things that little bit more fun for you. So if you are going around looking for LPG or auto gas or anything like that, you just have to keep an eye out for GPL. And that's the same in Spain and Portugal as well, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah, mostly.
It's definitely France.
Spain sometimes it says auto gas, but yeah.
Yeah, and if you do have refillable gas, you will need some adapters.
Yep. So we bought a Euro kit. I'll link to that now, and it gives us French, German, Spain, Denmark, Portuguese,
Netherlands,
and
all the bits in between as well.
So it wasn't expensive, about 30 quid or something. But yeah, the video description down below, I have links to everything that we talk about, should you need to go and buy it.
Yeah, it's mylpg.eu is the app. And it's brilliant. It obviously works in England and Scotland and Wales.
Yep.
As well. It works in the UK and it works over here. And the good thing about it is that more often than not, there's a date that somebody last went and tried it.
Yeah.
So you could see how recent it's been tried and tested. And obviously then you can do that as well when you go.
Yeah, and if you go by that, if you make sure you always refresh the database when you do it, and if you go by the last date someone used it at, it's never let me down.
That's really good.
Next question.
The next question. Do you have to make any amendments to your headlights to drive over here?
Yes, you do. Because our headlamps point in a weird direction like that, in that kind of beam pattern, because we drive on the left, that blinds everyone when you start driving on the right. So if you've got the ability to dip your headlamps, that's a start, but really you should have something called beam deflectors, whereby where the beam kind of like pattern is, so that there's a little bit of tape or something that sits over that to stop it blinding oncoming people. There's no dancing. I'm not.
It just looked like you were doing a hula dance or something.
Not dancing. Yeah. And what we've got for ours, they're probably doing them for every vehicle, is some clip-on headlamp covers that have actually got the marker on it where you put the beam deflector. So go abroad.
Just take them on and off. It's cool.
Go abroad, put them on, come back to the UK, take them off, and you've got no residue left on your headlamp or anything like that. So there we go. Next question.
Are there any different legalities to what you need to carry for breakdown kit in different countries?
Yes, and I've no idea what they are. All I can say is I bought a European breakdown kit, and in there is things like a warning triangle, high-vis jacket, spare bulbs, a puncture repair, you know, one of those inflator things, breathalyzer kit. There's many things. I'll link to it down below, and apparently that covers Europe.
Yeah, that covers most things, because I think it's France. I don't know if it's said the same, but you used to have to take a spare. I think there are two in that kit. You used to have a breathalyzer and a spare breathalyzer. For it to all be legal and whatnot.
And Germany, you can get fined if you don't have the warning triangle, and then some other countries you've got to wear a high-vis jacket. So yeah, this kit provided everything in one bag. I think that was 30-40 quid, something like that. So.
And while we're on the subject, what about your tyres? Do you have to have a minimum rating of tyre to drive over here in winter?
Well, yeah, It depends where you go, but obviously we're going to be travelling throughout mountainous and kind of like lowland areas, but some regions of Germany, Denmark, anywhere that gets snow basically, and France, you need winter tyres. So
what do they call them? Mud and snow, is it? Or...
Well, it depends. Normally they have a little symbol of a snowflake on the side of them.
Right.
So as long as you've got the snowflake symbol, I'm assuming that's what the local authorities, the little copper who's going to check you or something, is going to look for that.
Right.
So yeah.
Very cool.
Next question.
Next question. Do we have breakdown cover?
Yes, we do.
Way!
Though it's not mandatory as far as I'm aware. Yes, we've got RAC full European, full years worth of breakdown cover.
Yeah, and when we bought it, we got a 3 years membership to the Caravan and Camping Club as well.
We did. The Friendly Club.
The Friendly Club, yes.
And we also bought travel insurance and gadget insurance and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
With them at the same time because it came as a bit of a package deal.
Cool. And on the subject of insurance,
yes,
green card.
Yes, our actual van insurance is with the other club, the Caravan and Motorhome Club. They also give you 364 days European cover.
I assume they need to come home for your MOT once a year or something maybe.
Like that, yeah. And with that is the green card that you need. That is basically your fully comp insurance or something like that certificate for driving in Europe.
It's just one that's got loads of different translations on, hasn't it, the green card, just so people can understand what your level of insurance is in all the different countries.
Yeah, and the weirdest thing is they'll email it you as a PDF, but apparently some companies, some countries, want it actually in a specific green on printed paper.
The last time we came out, we'd already got rid of the house and we hadn't had it printed. We waited ages for them to send it to us, and we were like, oh, what are we going to do, looking around everywhere. And Jo from Dave and Jo, Woman and His Whippet, she saved the day. She printed it out for us at work on the correct colour. Actually, she had 2 different colour greens.
Yeah, just
so we
to
had
make
a spare
sure it was
just
right
to make
one.
sure. So yeah, thank you, Jo. That was
strange.
perfect. Okay, next one.
Next question.
Do you need any extra driving qualifications or licences?
No different qualifications as long as you've got a full licence in the UK and you're over a certain year and you've been driving for more than a certain time. I think it's over 21 and driving for 3
for more
years.
than 3 years. Yeah, that's what was last time I looked.
Yeah, then you can drive in Europe, but you do, because of Brexit right now, need international driving permits, which you can get for the post office.
They were like £5.50 each or something, were they?
Yeah, and we had to get 2 because Spain and France and Portugal and Germany they don't share the same.
I think the difference was it's like France, Portugal, Belgium, Germany, Denmark, blah blah blah. They're on one.
Yeah.
You can't drive to Portugal without going through Spain. But no. It would be too simple for Spain to have the same permit needed.
Yeah.
So you had to have a separate permit for Spain, and then it does cover other countries as well, like the US as well, I think, and whatever. So yeah, you need 2 if you want to drive through from France to Spain into Portugal.
Like Mandy said, that's 2 each.
2 each.
And they're valid. One's valid for 1 year, one's valid for 3 years.
For 3 years, yeah. Next question. So I probably could have segued into this from the gas one, but I wasn't. I haven't got things in the right order. I blame myself.
Oh, okay then. Well, you are quizmaster today.
I am quizmaster today. So the question we were asked were, if this person has a 6 kilogram standard gas bottle, would they need to change anything to be able to travel for a while in Europe?
All depends on how much you use your gas, but if it's a standard gas bottle that's not refillable, from what I've been told and our experience when we used to have caravans, they have a different gas system and regulator and fitments and everything, obviously, over here.
Because the regulator that comes with the van won't fit on any of the bottles. I think CJ, when he was in the Dolomites, he figured that out big style, didn't he?
Even worse, though, is that he'd built a cupboard specifically for his Caligas bottle, and when he got his Spanish or Italian or whatever,
with an extra pipe and regulator and everything,
the bottle was wider.
Yeah, and it didn't fit in his cupboard, did it? No, I think did you have to carry it in the passenger footwell or something? Yeah, so there's that.
So if you've got a really big gas cupboard, then you might be all right, but just bear in mind that the bottle sizes are different and the regulator is different as well.
Yeah.
So
if you are thinking of making any improvements, which was the rest of this question, getting refillable gas would be a benefit. And if you didn't want to have the full system like we've got, the bottles that Darren's got, what are they? The Safe Fill
Safe fill that way, or gas low, same as us.
Because it's a bit simpler with safe fill because it's just the bottle, isn't it? Because that's got the refillable bit already on it.
No,
There's
just
no
that Daz
extra
hasn't
pipes.
installed the external bit.
Ah, okay.
So ours, which is gas low, same sort of thing. We could fill up. We could put the adapter on the side of the bottle and do it that way. But we've got an external fill point. So,
Okay.
But yeah, same
So
as.
yeah, so gas low, safe fill, and Gasset
Yes.
are the three main ones. Have a
Yeah.
look at them if you do want to do it, because LPG or GPL fill-ups over here,
Or auto gas.
or autogas, they are plentiful.
Yeah.
They are absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something that would make it that much easier for you than having to hunt around trying to find different gas cylinders and then having the faff of all of that.
Although we did find that one in wherever we were the other day where we were at.
The Intermarché.
Yeah, the Intermarché's got a self-service fuel station, which is great in these conditions we're in right now.
Yes.
And it also had self-service gas bottle kind of locker. You just kind of like went up, said what you want,
Yeah, there
paid.
was like a little screen, wasn't there? And you just chose a locker number, like a vending machine kind of thing, but for gas. And they had all the different types of gas bottles in there, so you could just go up and put your number in and pay for it via a little thing. So, and I've seen them quite a few places. Intermarché definitely seem to be set up for people in motorhomes and stuff, because they've normally got the emptying points and water refills and things like that on there as well. Intermarché is good to know for fallback.
And they're good for snacks as well.
Very good for snacks. Best crisps in the world.
Next question.
Next question. Have we thought about health insurance post-Brexit?
Yes. Obviously, Brexit-wise, before Brexit, there was something called an e-hit card, which covered you for emergency health cover in Europe.
Technically, it still covers us.
It does until the end of the year,
31st of
or
December,
maybe it's going to be extended. Who knows? But we have basically bought ourselves private health cover, which we always do.
Yeah.
An annual multi-trip policy that gives us 180 days worth of cover on a single trip, and it covers us for all sorts of things to a monetary value. You know, repatriation if they need to fly us out home, all that kind of stuff's in there, and we got that from the RAC. However, the FCO, which is the UK's Foreign and Commonwealth Office, has decided on the day that we left the UK to issue a notice, thank you, to say that they don't advise British nationals to travel anywhere in Europe unless the journey is
essential.
Which means our British insurance cover has gone, oh, don't forget to check the FCO website because we abide by that. So right now, we're in a bit of limbo, which we can get e-hit cover, but if anything else happens after Brexit and the FCO's advice is still don't travel abroad, we might have to get something called backpacker insurance, which is more expensive, but it covers you regardless of where you are, and FCO and e-hicks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Works out about 30 quid a person per month. And that's just reminded me, also we use a Revolut card, which is the way that we transfer money from our UK bank account over to euros or whatever it is we're spending. And as soon as we got abroad there, topped it up, started spending, and it says, do you know, for the equivalent of 30 euros a month, we'll give you full health insurance. So I guess that's another way around it as well.
Yep. And that Revolut card, just as a little thing, this has not been asked us at all, but we find it brilliant because John can transfer money in sterling to his card via the app straight away, convert it into euros, and then he can transfer it to me, so we can share that around. There's no fees unless you're going to spend over £5,000 a month.
Yeah.
And there's no fees. I get a pop-up on my Apple Watch or on my phone as soon as the transaction has gone through, so I know what's gone through and when, and then it gives you a daily spend, and it also categorises it into whether it's food or fuel or anything like that.
And you can go to a cash machine and get cash out without any further
no extra charges because it's already in euros when you're using it.
200 euros out before,
Yep.
and I just transferred it around. Mandy went to the cash machine, and done, easy.
Yep.
I'll put a link down below because I think it's still active. If I refer you to Revolut, you get some money off, or you get money credited to it.
Yeah, you get the card for free, because I think sometimes they do like a £10 a year for the card, but you get it for free if you click through the link.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Buzzing.
Next question.
Do the rules for pets change after Brexit?
I guess so, but this is all the weirdness of Brexit. No one's actually stipulated it, so we kind of did belt and braces approach, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We got his rabies shot done because he needed that anyway, and then we got the blood test done. and then when that titration test came back as okay, you have to, and this is what we had to do literally 2 days before we came away.
Yeah, because we realised that there was a mistake the vet had made.
Yeah, the vet had given us Cooper's pet passport and the paperwork for the blood test together, but hadn't actually filled out the passport to say that it'd been verified and seen by a vet and stamped officially. And
Which
it
is
needs
quite
that.
Crucial.
Yeah, that's the post-Brexit thing that it needs, because he didn't need it on the way back before, because we came back in March this year. So, so we had to make sure that there's that. But then there's the whole listing. I mean, regardless of the fact that the UK has been rabies-free for 60 years, they still haven't told us which kind of listing we're going to be.
Yeah.
Whether we're going to be unlisted, which tend to be the most rugged countries, let's say, that, that tend to not have inoculations and things like that for their pets.
Wild rabid dogs everywhere.
Yeah, so that kind of thing. They're unlisted. Then you've got a list 1 and a list 2. And it seems that they think at the minute we're going to go list 1. And if we go list 1, then it's everything as we've done now, but you will have to get a health certificate as well from your vets. I don't know how that works if you're already over here. That's those things that you have to iron out.
Yeah.
But this health certificate is supposed to be something that you get up to 10 days before you go away, and then it lasts you for 4 months while you're out here. So
it may well be that we can do that at a vet in France on our way back.
Yep, and just get a health certificate.
Because we've brought his pets.
Inoculations.
Yeah, it's like 11 years worth of inoculations, all his stuff's in there, and his pet passport, and obviously the rabies jab thing, and his blood test. So somebody should be able to easily look at that, do a quick health check of him as well, I'm guessing. We'll probably hand over 60 euros or whatever, and then someone might issue us a piece of paper. That'll be all right. But again, that's just the Brexit stuff right now. No one knows. It's not been finalised,
clarified or qualified in any way, shape or form. Which is, it's all right. We've got bags of time.
Yeah.
There's no big deal.
Right then, next question.
On the same note, I'm trying to get all of these in the same. Look at all this. Categorising. What preparations have we made to travel with Cooper?
We told him he was going to France. He refused to speak French, and we basically tell everyone that he's a rude little boy. Otherwise, we bought food for him that we can't get away. We tried all that last time. We tried different foods with him, didn't like it. Yeah,
last time we learned a few things. We learned that Coop doesn't like any wet food that Europe has to offer. We went to Aldi and Lidl and Intermarché and Auchan and...
When was it? Oh no, Gibraltar. We managed to find some in Gibraltar, didn't we?
Yeah, we managed to find what we need, because he has the Naturo stuff. It's really nice, like steamed food, and it's got actual carrots and potatoes and peas and things. Not that we spoil him or anything, but he doesn't like anything that's too sloppy, because that's got a really good texture to it.
And his dry food as well was the same sort of stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Harrington. So we just about lasted until we got to Gibraltar.
Yeah.
And then from Gibraltar was obviously the longer time was spent in Portugal. So we had to go and try some stuff, and he was not eating. He wasn't the happy boy.
Being a fussy bugger. So we've basically got in excess of many kilos of food right now that's going to last us 4 to 5 months.
Yes, we don't have the bikes with us because we've had to make room in weight-wise to carry Cooper's extra food. So we've got his wet food and his dry food. It's been a planning nightmare for just in case we need anything for all the bits.
And then there's his U-Move stuff.
Yep, he has his U-Move, to stop up with that, and his joint shore powder.
Yeah.
With that, honey is easy to get, thankfully. It was all of these things. So apart from that, it's been quite easy with Coop.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Yeah, but we are happy in the knowledge that we know he's going to eat. Yep. He's going to have the supplements he needs, and he's going to be able to have lots of walking and stuff without it bothering his joints and things. So we're very happy. Happy Coop is a happy man, Dan John.
Oh yeah. Right then.
On that note,
yes, we shall see you on Thursday.
You will. Take care now,
nice
guys.
Time.
Bye. All right.
Bonjour.
You'll start again.
Okay, start again. Bonjour. You need counting down, don't you?
Oh, what does it make me say? Just start the fucking...
Yeah,